Dear students, so today's topic is effect of temperature on resistance. So what happens when temperature increases? Okay, so generally when temperature increases, resistance of the conductor also increases. So temperature increases, resistance of the conductor also increases. So why? Generally if you take a metal, that is conductor, so I am taking a conductor. So in this conductor, so many free electrons are available. So these free electrons are moving randomly. So when we give some temperature, heat energy to the conductor, so when you give heat energy to the conductor, so this conductor gets heated and the temperature of the conductor increases. When the temperature of the conductor increases, these free electrons acquires some kinetic energy. So what happens? The velocity of the free electrons increases. When the velocity of the free electrons increases, there is a random motion, that is a zigzag motion. The motion of the free electrons are very high. మనకు ఆల్రెడీ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తెలుసు. సో మీరు ఏదైనా బౌల్లో వాటర్ తీసుకొని, సో ఈ బౌల్ని if you heat this bowl, let us consider water is inside. Okay, so what happens when you heat the bowl? The temperature increases. The temperature increases, all the water molecules are moving very fast. All the water molecules are moving very fast. So అలా మూవ్ అవుతున్నాయి అంటే అర్థం ఏంటి? ఇక్కడ వాటర్ చాలా ఫాస్ట్గా మూవ్ అవుతున్నాయి అంటే there is a collision between the molecules. So many collisions between the molecules. So here also there is a collisions between these. So due to this collision, the resistance due to this collision, due to these collisions, resistance increases. Let us consider here I am taking, let R1 and R2. So here R1 is the resistance of the device at T1 temperature. Let us consider R2 is the resistance of the device after T2 temperature. So that is R1 and R2 be the resistance of a conductor, resistance of a conductor at T1 degrees Celsius and T2 degrees Celsius respectively. So R1 is the resistance of the conductor at T1 temperature, R2 is the resistance of the conductor at T2 temperature. So here what I am taking, the change in resistance. So here resistance has changed when temperature increases or changed. Okay, so here I am writing the change in resistance, the change in resistance, that is here R2 minus R1. Let us consider this is change in resistance. So this change in resistance is directly proportional to initial resistance. That is initial resistance is R1. R1 is the initial resistance. Okay, so and also this change R2 minus R1, the change in resistance is also directly proportional to change in temperature, T2 minus T1. సో ఎందుకు టెంపరేచర్ పెరిగితే టెంపరేచర్ ఎక్కువైతే ద డిఫరెన్స్ టెంపరేచర్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ టెంపరేచర్ ఇంక్రీజెస్. సో డెఫినెట్లీ దెర్ ఈజ్ ఎ లాట్ ఆఫ్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ రెసిస్టెన్స్. ఎందుకంటే మనం ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పుకున్నాం టెంపరేచర్ పెరిగితే రెసిస్టెన్స్ పెరుగుద్ది, టెంపరేచర్ చేంజ్ పెరిగితే రెసిస్టెన్స్ చేంజ్ కూడా పెరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, సో ఇఫ్ యూ క్లబ్ దీస్ టూ టుగెదర్ దట్ ఈస్ R2 minus R1. Okay, so that is directly proportional to R1 into T2 minus T1. So if you remove this proportional constant, if you remove this proportional, you will get one constant, that is R2 minus R1 is equal to, so I am putting one that constant is alpha. So remember, this is proportional and this is alpha. So there is just remember these two are looking like same. R1 T2 minus T1. Okay, so I am rearranging the terms. Okay, so here what I am taking, that is R2 minus R1 is equal to R1, that is alpha R1 T2 minus T1. So here R2 is equal to R1 plus alpha R1 T2 minus T1. So again R2 is equal to, take out R1 as common, 1 plus alpha T2 minus T1. Now this is the relation between temperature versus resistance. R1 is equal to R0, that is initial resistance. R2 is equal to R, that is final resistance. Okay, so and also T2 minus T1 is equal to delta T, change in temperature. I rewrite the same equation, that is R is equal to R0 1 plus alpha delta T. So this is the relation. So what is alpha here? So here alpha is temperature coefficient of resistance. Temperature coefficient of resistance. So we can write alpha is equal to, so from this equation you can write alpha is equal to, so that is R2 minus R1 by R1 into, that is delta T. So from this you can write units of alpha. I think the top numerator resistance and denominator is also resistance. So resistance and resistance units will cancel. The remaining term is just temperature, it is in denominator. So that is the unit is per degree centigrade or per degree Kelvin. So alpha units. So we can define alpha is the coefficient of resistance is defined as increase in resistance. So I am writing here increase in resistance per unit resistance, unit original resistance per unit degree raise in temperature. Unit degree, it may be a Celsius or Kelvin. So this is called coefficient of resistance, temperature coefficient of resistance. Okay, so here I am writing this temperature coefficient of resistance for metals. For metals, it is means alpha is positive. Remember, this is very important. For metals it is positive. Similarly, for insulators and semiconductors this alpha value is negative. The alpha value is negative. So for metals it is positive, for semiconductor it is negative.